Chapter 2, Hyperbolic and Inverse Hyperbolic Functions. Hi everyone, Assalamualaikum. In this video, we still under Chapter 2, which is Hyperbolic and Inverse Hyperbolic Function, and we continue with Part 1, which is Hyperbolic Functions. Okay, we done discuss Topic 1 and Topic 2, so in this video, we will continue with Topic 3, which is solving the hyperbolic equation using identities and definition. Okay. In this video, we will discuss solving the hyperbolic equation using identities first. Okay. Identities here means this formula. Okay. Solving the hyperbolic equation using identities. We look at example 1. Solve the hyperbolic equation 6z squared x plus 7 tanh x equals to 8. Okay. We look at the complete solution. Okay. From the given equation 6z squared x plus 7 tanh x equals to 8, we have squared here. Okay. So when we have hyperbolic equation with squared here, so we can use hyperbolic identities, okay, using this formula. Okay. From the given equation, we can use 1 minus tanh squared a equals to sec squared a. So we can write sec squared x equals to 1 minus tanh squared x using this formula. Okay, we write sec squared x equals to 1 minus tanh squared x, right? Then we can write 6 times 1 minus u squared plus 7u equals to 8. Okay, where u equals to tanh x, right? After that, we expand. We multiply 6 times 1 and multiply 6 and negative u squared. Okay, so we got this. Okay, 6 and then minus 6u squared plus 7u equals to 8. Okay, this is quadratic equation. So to solve quadratic equation, one side should be 0. Okay, let's say we bring all term from left hand side to right hand side. Okay, so we got this. 0 equals to 8 minus 6 equals to 2, and then plus 7u. After we move to right hand side, we got negative 7u, and then minus 6u squared. After we move to right hand side, we got plus 6u squared. Okay, or we can write 6u squared minus 7u plus 2 equals to 0. We just exchange the term from right hand side and left hand side, right? After that, from this quadratic equation, we need to factorize. Okay, after we factorize this, we got 2u minus 1 times 3u minus 2 equals to 0, right? After that, we can equate each factor to 0. Okay, so after we equate to 0, we have 2u minus 1 equals to 0 and 3u minus 2 equals to 0. Okay, and from here, we have u equals to 1 over 2 after we solve this equation. Okay, and from here, we have u equals to tanh x. So we can write tanh x equals to half. Okay, we replace u equals to tanh x. Okay, and then to find x, we move tanh to right hand side. So we got inverse tanh half. Okay, and then using calculator, we have x equals to 0.5493 up to 4 decimal places, right? From this equation, 3u minus 2 equals to 0. After we solve for u, we got u equals to 2 over 3. Okay, after that, we replace back u equals to tan x. Okay, so we have tan x equals to 2 over 3. Then, to find the value of x, we need to move tan to right hand side. So we got x equals to inverse tan and then 2 over 3. And using calculator, we got x equals to 0.8047 up to 4 decimal places, right? To check whether the values of x are correct or wrong, we can substitute the values of x into this equation. Okay? If the value of x is correct, so we can prove that left hand side equals to right hand side. Right? Now we look at example 2 under solving the hyperbolic equation using identities. Okay? The question is solve the hyperbolic equation 2 cos 2x plus sin x equals to 7. Right? To solve this equation, first we look at this. Okay? We have 2x here and we have single x here. Okay? Means this is double. Okay? So when we solve hyperbolic equation for double angle, okay, we can use double angle identities under hyperbolic equation, right? So from double angle identities for hyperbolic function, for cos 2x, okay, we can refer formula cos 2a. Okay, we have three formulas for cos 2a. Okay, the first one in terms of cos and sin. The second one in terms of cos only, and the third one in terms of sin only. Okay, so which formula should we use? Alright, since we have cos 2x and sin x here, so we need to write all in terms of sin x. Okay, so we need to use the third formula. Okay, we use formula cos 2a equals to 1 plus 2 sin squared a. Okay, we use the third formula which is in terms of sin only. Okay, because we have term containing sin here. Alright, so we can write 2 and then we write cos 2x equals to 1 plus 2 sin squared x. Okay, because we are given in terms of variable x. Okay, and then plus sin x equals to 7. Right? Right, so from here, we use this formula. Okay, we write cos 2x equals to 1 plus 2 sin squared x. Okay, remember, if we have double angle, we need to use double angle identity. Okay, and since we are given in sin x here, so we need to use double angle identities containing sin only. Right? After that, we can write 2 times 1 plus 2 u squared plus u equals to 7. Okay, where u equals to sin x, right? Then we need to expand this. Okay, so we multiply 2 and 1 and we multiply 2 and 2u squared. Okay, so we got this. Okay, 2 plus 4u squared and then plus u equals to 7. This is quadratic equation. To solve quadratic equation, one side should be 0. Let's say we bring all term to left hand side. Okay, so we got this. Okay, 4u squared plus u and then 2 minus 7 equals to negative 5 and right hand side equals to 0. Okay, to solve this quadratic equation, we can factorize it. Okay, so after we factorize, we got this. Okay, u minus 1 times 4u plus 5 equals to 0. Right? After that, we equate each factor to 0. Okay, so we write u minus 1 equals to 0 and for u plus 5 equals to 0. Right? From equation u minus 1 equals to 0, after we solve for u, we got u equals to 1. Okay, from here, we have u equals to sinh x. So we can replace back u equals to sinh x. So we write sinh x equals to 1. Okay, to find the value of x, we move sinh to right hand side. So we can write x equals to inverse sinh and then 1. Okay, when we move sinh to right hand side, we got inverse sinh. Right? And then using calculator, we got x equals to 0.8814 up to 4 decimal places. Right? Alright, from 4u plus 5 equals to 0, after we solve for u, we got u equals to negative 5 over 4. Right? From here, since we write u equals to sinh x, so we can replace back. Okay, we can write u equals to sinh x. So now we have sinh x equals to negative 5 over 4. And to find x, we can move ordinary sinh to right hand side. So we got inverse sinh. Okay, so after that, we can write x equals to inverse sinh in bracket negative 5 over 4. Okay, from here, we can use calculator to find the value of x. Okay, using calculator, we got x equals to negative 1.0476 up to 4 decimal places. Right? So these are the values of x. Okay, to check whether the answer is correct or wrong, we can replace the value of x into variable x here. Okay, if we can prove that the value from left hand side equals to the value on the right hand side, means that the answers are correct. Okay, got it? Alright, now we continue with example 3 under solving the hyperbolic equation using identities. Okay, solve the hyperbolic equation 3 cos squared x minus 1 plus sinh x minus 1 equals to 5. Okay, from the given question, okay, we have squared here. Okay, and same angle. Okay, normally if we have squared, we need to use identity. Right? Identity here means this formula. Okay, this formula has squared. Okay, alright, we need to write cos squared x minus 1 using this formula. So which formula should we use? Okay, we refer formula number 1. Okay, but here we have a here. Okay, now our a equals to x minus 1. Right? So from here we can write 3 and then in bracket cos squared a minus sinh squared a equals to 1. Okay, we can write cos squared a as a subject. Okay, when we write cos squared a as a subject, we move minus sinh squared a to right hand side. So we get 1 plus sinh squared a. Okay, in this case, we need to write 1 plus sinh squared our a equals to x minus 1. Alright? And then we no need to change sinh here, okay, because we want all term containing sinh. Okay, so we still have sinh x minus 1 and then equals to 5. Alright? Right, from here, we have same term, which is sinh x minus 1. Okay, so we can write 3 and then in bracket 1 plus u squared and then plus u equals to 5. Okay, where our u now equals to, when we compare, it is equals to sinh x minus 1. Okay? And then from here, we can expand. Okay? So we get 3 plus 3u squared plus u equals to 5. This is quadratic equation. And again, to solve quadratic equation, we need to rearrange. The first term should be term containing u squared. The second term should be term containing u. The third term should be constant and right hand side should be 0. So after we simplify and we rearrange, we get this. Okay, 3u squared plus u and then minus 2 equals to 0. Okay. And then from here, we can factorize. Okay. Alright, so we have u plus 1 times 3u minus 2 equals to 0. Okay. If we have quadratic equation that cannot be factorized, you can use calculator to find the value of u. Okay. And then from here, we equate each factor to 0. Yeah, so we get u plus 1 equals to 0 or 3u minus 2 equals to 0. Okay, and then we solve one by one. Okay, we have u equals to negative 1 and then we replace u equals to sinh x minus 1, which is equals to negative 1. Okay, because the given question is given in terms of variable x. Means that we need to find the value of x. Solve here means we find the value of x. Okay. Alright, so from here, we move sinh to right hand side. Okay, so we have inverse sinh and left hand side, we have x minus 1. Okay, and then equals to inverse sinh negative 1. Okay, so after we solve using calculator and then we plus 1 here. Okay, 1 plus inverse sinh negative 1. So we get x equals to 0.1186 up to 4 decimal places. Alright, and then for the second factor, okay, after we equate 3u minus 2 equals to 0, then we find the value of u, which is equals to 2 over 3. And after that, we use the same technique. Okay, u equals to sinh x minus 1, which is equals to 2 over 3. And then we have left hand side x minus 1 equals to, we move sinh to right hand side, so we get inverse sinh and then 2 over 3. And then x equals to, we move minus 1 here to right hand side, so we get 1 plus inverse sinh 2 over 3. So using calculator, we get x equals to 1.6251. Okay, up to 4 decimal places. Okay, to check whether the answers is correct or wrong, you can substitute into variable x from the given question. Okay, and if the answer is correct, after we substitute into left hand side, the answer should be equals to 5. Alright? Got it? Coming up next, solving the hyperbolic equations using definition. If you like this video, you can subscribe. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Bye. Assalamualaikum.